Alright, good morning everybody. So this is Roberto the Mapeg Animal, and this time I am going to voice over our topic about disease prevention and control, communicable diseases. But first we have the objectives. So discusses the state of infections, analysis the leading causes of morbidity and mortality in the Philippines. If you recall, in the previous quarter, you have dealt with family life, focus on the importance of courtships and dating and choosing lifelong partner, behavior and factors of a healthy relationship, marriage and family life, the postnatal, prenatal and newborn screening, the importance of unang yakap and breastfeeding, the importance of responsible parenthood, and the importance of immunization. Family's health is very important in one's family, for it serves as one of the greater foundations of a strong relationships among members. Mental and emotional health and diseases, especially communicable diseases, mean threaten the well-being of the family, so that it is the focus in this module. Infections defines as the state produced by the establishment of one or more pathogenic agents such as the bacteria, protozoans, or viruses in or on our body of a suitable host. For example, an infection on one's foot or one's foot. So you may search it in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Stages of infections. Incubation stage is when the person acquires the pathogens. For example, chickenpox, it takes 2 to 3 weeks of incubations. For common colds, 1 to 2 days of incubations. Influenza takes 1 to 3 days and 15 to 18 days per month. Primordial stage is the start when non-specific signs and symptoms occur like fever. Illness stage is when specific severe signs and symptoms appear. For example, common cold is characterized by sore throats, sinus, congestion, and rhinitis, months manifested by the earache, high fevers, and salivary glands swelling. Convalescent stage is the recovery stage. This is the last stage. The intervals when acute symptoms or infections must intervene to prevent the infections from developing further. So these are the diseases, signs and symptoms, mode of transmissions, and preventive measures. First is the influenza. So there's no signs and symptoms, there are symptoms and signs for it, but the mode of transmissions will be indirect transmissions and droplet transmissions. To prevent this disease is to maintain good indoor ventilations, proper sanitation, wash hands and sanitize or take a bath after having contact with infected person, cover mouth and nose when sneezing or coughing, use tissue paper to contain respiratory secretions and dispose them in the garbage bins with lid. Second is pneumonia. The symptoms of it could be the cough, cold, sore throat with or without fever, sneezing. Then how to prevent this is to people with respiratory infection symptoms and the close contact aids to wear surgical masks. Third one is tuberculosis. There's no signs and symptoms, way or the process of transmitted diseases, but the prevention is to adopt proper isolations for the sick, maintain good indoor ventilation. Measles, high fever, these are the symptoms: high fever, cough, runny nose, watery eyes, and rashes. So it's a process on how to gain these diseases. Disease vector is to direct contact transmissions airborne. So how to prevent? So seek medical advice immediately if unwell. Anyone with symptoms suggested of airborne transmitted diseases should not attend school or to go to work. Chickenpox symptoms: flu-like symptoms, fever, fatigue, loss of appetite, rashes, and eventually red spots. Its transmissions is direct contact transmissions, is also airborne. So how to prevent this one is should not attend school or to go to work. HIV/AIDS. Okay, so symptoms: immune system failure, severe illness leading to death, 8 to 10 years to see signs and symptoms, infections in infants leading to death, rash, sore throat, fever, and fatigue. So way of transmissions was sexually transmitted blood or blood transfusion. So how to prevent is adopt proper isolations, wear gloves when in contact with the patient, cleanse and disinfect properly the items used by patients, do not share towels and other personal items, no human contact, abstinence from sexual intercourse, and the use of intravenous drugs. 7th is outlet foot and mouth disease and body odors. Symptoms is feeling itchiness and bad odor. Its transmissions is direct contact transmissions. There is no prevention. 8th one is hepatitis A and hepatitis E. So symptoms is serious eyes and skin, low-grade fever, nausea and vomiting, abdominal pain, fatigue, and dark urine. Its way of transmissions is foodborne, waterborne, and waterborne transmission. So how to prevent is to ensure all food is adequately cooked, especially high-risk food like the jellyfish. Okay, perform hand hygiene before meals and after going to the toilet. Handles vomitus and excrete properly. Sick food handler should refrain from work and seek medical. So that's it. 9-1 is the dengue. 10-1 is malaria. Its way of transmission is vector-borne transmissions, mosquito bites. And malaria. Okay, that's it. Vector-borne transmission usually insects. So its way to prevent these diseases is to maintain the environmental hygiene, to prevent breeding of insects. Mosquitoes, example, prevents accumulations of stagnant water. Take personal protections to prevent insects, mosquito bites. Example, wear light-colored long sleeves, clothes and trousers, pants, and use insect repellents. 3 levels of disease prevention: primary, secondary, and tertiary. In primary, activities are done to prevent one from having the disease. This includes getting immunized, getting a healthy diet, and getting enough sleep. Secondary is activities are done to prevent further damages when the disease has already started. This includes prompt diagnosis and treatment. Tertiary, the focus is on rehabilitating the sick person so as to prevent long-term complications of the disease. So that's all for today, and I hope you know something from our decisions. So once again, this is Roberto Domatig Anero, and I am your MAPEH teacher for today. So if you have questions or clarifications, you may comment down below in the comment box. Don't be shy to ask. You are free to ask. Okay, so or else you may browse in this link for more further information and details. So that's all for today, and goodbye everyone. God bless us all. Love, love.